Hey, this is Miles Branman, and you are watching Ride. You saw it in the Super Bowl commercial, but now we're going to do it with multi-million dollars less as a budget. So we've got Hyundai and their Sonata and its Smart Park system. So we're going to see all the different ways you could use this to perpendicular park without actually being in the car. So we're going to have to use our imagination for a few of these scenarios here, but let's start with this one. Let's say you're in a parking space and someone pulls up next to you while you're away, and they don't give you any room to get into your driver door without having to dent the car or the other person's car, or you have to climb in through the passenger side and then clamber over into the driver's seat. Well, now with Smart Park, you don't have to worry about it. You can remote start the car when it's locked, and then back it right up with Smart Park. You have to stay in relatively close proximity to the car, otherwise it won't work, but once it's moving, it does so pretty quickly. And it's also using its parking sensors such that if a parking space is narrow, it's not going to hit something while it's backing up. So it will override you and your control of the remote if it senses that there's something it could hit. All right, so another scenario. Say you've got to a parking lot and there's a space between two cars. This is kind of just like the Super Bowl commercial, and it's pretty narrow. You're worried that when you get in, you won't actually be able to get out of the car. Well, you can kind of line the car up as best as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect because it will adjust the steering wheel as needed and then pull the car in. It's going to be looking for those lines, and it's going to try to find the space right between the lines. And there you go. And in this case, we had directly backed it up, so it didn't really have to do any steering input to go straight on ahead into the space. But in the case where it had to, it would. So there you go. There's the scenario where Smart Park is really handy. And if you're thinking of one more use case for Smart Park, you'll have to use your imagination on this one. But let's say you've got a single car garage at home and maybe it's lined with a bit of junk on the sides and you could fit a car in there, but you brought home the Sonata. It's maybe a little wider than you thought and you're thinking, all right, now I got to move all the junk out of there. Well, you got Smart Park, so you don't have to. You can get home and just park your car in the garage and then pull it out of the space in the morning with your key fob. So that's Smart Park, Hyundai's great feature at an excellent price point. And this has been Ride. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miles Branman.